Why is Yelena Belova in Avengers Doomsday? When you think of Yelena Belova on the Avengers, you probably think of her as the new Black Widow, a replacement for Natasha Romanoff. Let's be honest, that's the easy answer. But what if I told you that's completely wrong? Yelena isn't there to fill her sister's shoes. She's on the team because she's the one person who can do what none of the other Avengers can. Get inside Doctor Doom's head. And if the rumors are true, she might be the only one who can stop his plan before it even starts. So what's going on here? The truth is, Yelena Belova is no longer just a supporting character. Marvel has deliberately and strategically positioned her as a cornerstone of the MCU's future. That's not the kind of setup you give a minor player. This is a statement of intent. The real question isn't whether she's important, but why she is the specific hero needed for this specific fight. The answer isn't about replacing the past, but understanding the terrifying and compelling nature of the man who threatens to unravel the multiverse. To really understand Yelena's role in a story like Doomsday, you first have to understand her evolution. We first met her in Black Widow, as a product of the Red Room, a deadly assassin conditioned from childhood, but with a spark of defiance and dark humor that instantly set her apart. She was a mirror to Natasha, showing us the path her sister could have taken. Then came Hawkeye. Still reeling from Natasha's death and being manipulated by Val, Yelena was a weapon of grief, hunting the man she blamed for her sister's sacrifice. But her confrontation with Clint Barton wasn't about revenge, it was about understanding. It was a crucial turning point where she chose to step out of the shadow of vengeance and into the light of her sister's legacy. As Florence Pugh herself has said, the character is struggling with immense loss and trauma. This is someone who is now a completely different person. This journey seems to culminate in the upcoming film Thunderbolts. Now, there was a wild marketing rumor for a while that the film would be rebranded as the New Avengers, and while that hasn't been confirmed, the idea behind it is powerful. In that film, a team of misfits and former antagonists, Yelena, Bucky Barnes, her adoptive father Red Guardian, are brought together by Val. The narrative that's been hinted at shows this team of operatives becoming something more. By the end of it, all signs point to Yelena not just being a member, but the de facto leader of this dysfunctional but effective squad. She isn't just an assassin anymore, she's stepping into the next phase as the heart of a new generation of heroes. This brings us to the central conflict of Avengers Doomsday. The threat isn't a mad titan collecting cosmic gems, it's Doctor Doom, and not just any Doom. Based on the most persistent leaks in his comic book history, the MCU's version won't be a straightforward conqueror. The theory goes that his plan will be far more insidious. He'll present himself as a savior, a political visionary, with the only solution to the multiversal incursions. His goal wouldn't be to just punch his way to victory, but to use diplomacy, propaganda, and political maneuvering to gain power, eventually collapsing the multiverse to rebuild it in his own image. You cannot punch this problem into submission. You can't out-muscle a man who plays chess with timelines. While heroes like Captain America and Captain Marvel are essential for the big fight, they are ill-equipped for the espionage required to expose Doom before he achieves his godlike status. This is where Yelena Belova becomes indispensable. She is the scalpel to their hammer. She isn't there to avenge, she's there to anticipate, infiltrate, and dismantle. We're about to break down the 3 core reasons why Yelena is the secret weapon against Doom. But if you're enjoying this analysis and want more deep dives into the future of the MCU, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. It helps the channel immensely and ensures you won't miss what's next. The first and most critical reason for Yelena's role is her training. She is a Black Widow. Her entire life has been an education in espionage, covert operations, and psychological warfare. While other heroes were learning to fly or summon lightning, Yelena was learning how to become a ghost, how to navigate the world of secrets and lies. Now, picture Doctor Doom's Latveria. It's not just a country, it's a fortress built on surveillance and fear, all shielded by diplomatic immunity. You cannot simply fly an army in. To understand what Doom is planning, you need someone who can operate undetected. You need an agent who can plant surveillance, turn his own people, and map his power base without him ever knowing. This is Yelena's exact skill set. She was literally designed for this mission. Compare her to the other heroes. Sam Wilson is a public leader, a symbol. Thor is a god of thunder, powerful, but conspicuous. Doctor Strange operates on the mystical plane, but if the comics are any indication, Doom is a master of both science and sorcery, likely capable of shielding himself from magical intrusion. Yelena is different. She moves through the world of espionage with a native fluency that no other hero possesses. Leaks for Avengers, Doomsday paint a picture of a sprawling conflict, and in that chaos, the need for covert intelligence becomes paramount. While the heavy hitters draw Doom's attention, Yelena can lead a small, deniable team on the missions that actually matter. She's the only one who can play Doom's game on his own terms. Secondly, Yelena's presence is about fulfilling a crucial team archetype that has been vacant since Endgame. Every effective Avengers roster has had a Black Widow, a grounded, non-superpowered strategist who serves as the team's conscience. Natasha Romanoff was never the strongest Avenger, but her value was in her perspective. She was the spy who saw the bigger picture, the human who held gods and monsters accountable. Without that archetype, the Avengers are unbalanced. They become a collection of powerhouses without a grounded center. Yelena isn't just inheriting a title, she is evolving the role. While Natasha was defined by her quest for redemption, Yelena is defined by her struggle for identity and her fierce, protective loyalty. Florence Pugh has even highlighted this quality, noting that Yelena has an instinct to look after people, a trait she showed with Kate Bishop. This makes her the perfect person to fill the void, but in a way, that feels new. She brings the same tactical skills, but with a different emotional lens. Her cynicism and dry wit are a mask for a deep-seated desire for connection, making her a far more unpredictable figure. Where Natasha was the consummate professional, Yelena is a reluctant leader, driven by a raw, unfiltered sense of justice. In a story where trust will be the most valuable commodity, you need someone who is an expert at reading people. There are even rumors of a powerful moment where Steve Rogers tells Yelena that since Natasha was his family, that makes her family too. A moment that would formally bridge the gap between the old guard and the new, cementing Yelena's place within the core of the Avengers. Finally, and this might be the most important part, Yelena is in Avengers Doomsday to be its human anchor. The multiverse saga is vast and cosmic. In a story of this scale, it's incredibly easy for the audience to lose its emotional footing. The stakes become so large they feel abstract. This is why you need a character with a grounded, human-level perspective to guide the audience through the chaos. Yelena is that character. Her story is fundamentally about grief, trauma, and the search for family. Her journey isn't about saving the universe because it's her job. It's about protecting the connection she has left. This makes her incredibly relatable. When she is on screen, the multiversal stakes are translated into a personal, emotional struggle we can all understand. Her dynamic with her found family, her adoptive father, Alexei, and her new partner in trauma, Bucky Barnes, provides that emotional core. They are two former assassins trying to find their place in a world that once used them as weapons. In a film rumored to feature multiversal clashes with the X-Men and Fantastic Four, Yelena's very human perspective is vital. While Reed Richards is calculating the physics of incursions and Doctor Strange is battling cosmic entities, Yelena will be the one dealing with the human cost of it all. Her expertise isn't in cosmic energy, but in human nature. In the face of a villain like Doom, who seeks to erase all personal identity, Yelena's fight to hold on to her own humanity becomes the most powerful form of resistance. Her role is to remind the gods what they are fighting for. So, why is Yelena Belova in Avengers Doomsday? The answer is clear. She is so much more than Natasha Romanoff's replacement. She's the evolution of the Black Widow archetype, a character uniquely equipped for the specific threats of the multiverse saga. She's the master spy needed to infiltrate the political fortress of a villain like Doctor Doom. She's the grounded leader who fills the crucial void left on the Avengers roster, providing tactical wisdom and a much-needed human perspective. And most importantly, she is the emotional anchor of the story, a hero whose personal struggle gives the cosmic stakes a relatable, human heart. Marvel has spent years carefully building her arc, from a lost assassin to a reluctant leader. They are positioning her not just as a member of the team, but as a pillar of the MCU for years to come. She is the spy who came in from the cold, not to live in her sister's shadow, but to cast a long and formidable one of her own. As the heroes of the multiverse unite against their greatest threat, Yelena Belova won't just be on the front lines. She'll be in the one place no one else can go, inside the enemy's walls, ready to dismantle his plan piece by piece. But that's my breakdown. Do you think Yelena is the key to defeating Doctor Doom? Or will another hero step up to take him down? Let me know your theories in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.